On January 31st, I discovered a power stronger than anything I had had before. You may be asking yourself, what was that secret power I discovered? What does it do? Where can I get it? Well, I will tell you that the power I discovered was the power of pets. My secret power is in the form of a gray cat named Winnie. Winnie has stuck by my side this past year through some of the toughest times I have had to go through and continue to go through. Countless nights of not being able to sleep and full of anxiety and days of resting when I don't feel well. A little bit about me is that I am a brain tumor fighter and survivor. I live life with low vision, and I was diagnosed with a brain tumor at the age of 6 months old, and now I'm 23. Throughout my life, I have had 6 brain surgeries, and 3 of them being within this past year alone. Through this last year of my life, I started to find recovery of surgeries harder on me physically and also mentally exhausting. My mental health was full of anxiety and panic. It wasn't until January of 2022, and on the 20th, I was rushed in for an emergency brain surgery due to one of my ports malfunctioning. After that, me and my family decided it was time for a new family member to add to our home. It was almost 2 weeks into my recovery. We decided to go to the cat shelter to meet cats and to find a good match to bring home. Now, if you ever went to an animal shelter, it's kind of like blind dating. You don't know who you're gonna see or even what you'll meet. We spent over an hour at the cat shelter meeting different cats. Many were very sweet, and some not the nicest, but none were the right fit. That wasn't until the worker at the cat shelter introduced us to Winnie. Winnie was perched way up on the highest shelf watching over us, but you could tell she was curious. The worker had said that Winnie, you can try holding her, although she's very aloof and unfriendly. I didn't really believe the worker and could see in her eyes that she wanted to meet us. So they let me hold her, and I knew right away that she was the one for us, shocking not only myself and my mom, but also the person who worked at the shelter. Winnie started to purr and give me kisses. She became so friendly, and this was the snuggliest cat. That day we brought her home, and the power of pet had come into our home as well. Life got 100 times better for not only me, but my family. Now, there are many benefits to having pets while also living life with illness or brain tumor diagnoses. I want to highlight some of those in the way that Winnie has already been an amazing pet that has helped me through this past year. One of the first ways that one of the first ways the Power Pet works is that they reduce stress and anxiety. Before we got Winnie, I deal with panic disorder and had several panic attacks within the day. Living with anxiety and panic disorder becomes mentally draining and exhausting. Every time a doctor would call or I knew I had an appointment for my brain tumor, I would immediately panic, and the rest of the day would just fall apart. Since getting Winnie, my panic attacks have been lowered. If not, I can go days, especially, and now maybe even weeks without them. When I am stressed, I am now able to focus not on my anxiety, but on Winnie, and I can distract myself and change the thought in my head to center around Winnie and what I could do for her, whether that be play, feed, or pet her. Pets can also help boost mood and increase a person's feeling for social supports. For me, living life with a brain tumor and going through treatment can feel very isolating sometimes. Not many people understand what you're going through. With a pet like Winnie, I have been able to feel less lonely when getting treatment, and now I have a little companion and sidekick to get me through the day and spend my life with. Another great reason for having a pet is it helps people on a sense of daily routine, and it helps with something to look forward to and live for. For some people, they might live with a dog, and a part of their daily routine might be going for daily walks. For me and Winnie, this might be looking at daily cuddle sessions, or every day when the clock strikes 12, she demands food and treats. Winnie has also been a great source of humor and bringing a lot of comedic relief to every day. Whether she gets herself stuck in something she thought she would fit into, or whether she meows at the TV watching her favorite show, National Geographic, thinking that there are real birds on TV. She's always there to put a smile on my face no matter what might be going on in life. Throughout this year, and a few weeks ago, I had to have another surgery. I fully believe I was able to bounce back as fast as I did and was able to get out of the ICU and go home under 24 hours of having brain surgery because of Winnie and how much strength she has brought me. The last time I had to have this surgery, And before Winnie, I was in the hospital for a few days. Healing through this surgery has been a lot easier and a lot less stressful with Winnie. Less anxiety and no panic attacks, thankfully. Now, through this recovery, I've had a great companion to cuddle. As I heal, Winnie has also been my one guaranteed constant in my life when everything around me is changing daily and unknown. Now, if there's anything I want to take away from this presentation, if I want you to take away from this presentation today, in the Power of Pets is a great resource for anyone who has mental or physical illness or who have a brain tumor diagnosis. Some may be good with having a dog, while others might be great with cats. Or if you wanted to, you can get a snake. That could probably work too. Now, there are other ways to have the power of pets. If you aren't able to have them in your own home right now, for years I worked at a cat shelter, and volunteering there, I was able to have the power of pets daily with many cats and also bring the power of pets to other people's homes. So today, I thank you for listening to my story and Winnie. Whether you are a patient, caregiver, or healthcare professional, I would consider the power of pets and how it could benefit you or someone you know. Thank you.